the most essential and crucial life lessons that I've experienced in my life or throughout my life. Sometimes theoretical experiences are not enough to understand life or to go deeper. But on the other hand, practical experiences are actually the best way to find and to face the situation. When I was at school, I used to think about my future job, my future specialty, but I always struggled and I didn't know what subject should I choose or what should I study in the future when I go to university. So I chose randomly, and of course, I made a big mistake. Actually, I made two mistakes. The first one is about my bachelor degrees, and the second one is about my master's degree. However, after getting two degrees, two diplomas, I realized that was not the thing that I was looking for throughout my life. Every now and then I understood that I'm more interested in English and I'm into listening it. I was also keen on watching videos in English or watching some movies in English. So actually 8 years ago, I realized, I suddenly discovered that the subject or the thing that I was looking for was English. So I decided to take action. I joined several courses. Actually, I was so thrilled because I could walk on my own path. By the way, there wasn't any hesitation when I was joining courses, when I was attending some seminars, when I was doing some practice about English. Whatever I was doing related to English, I was 100% sure and I was definitely right. Also, I discovered that good things don't come easy. There should be effort, energy, and time. And for sure, I put almost all effort. And while I was studying English, of course, I kept rising, I kept falling. And as you know, there are ups and downs in life. So I faced all of them. And I tried to pick up important lessons. Resistance. And I've also faced resistance. And this made me stronger, more powerful, and made me like a fighter. To be honest, my learning process is lasting for long years, but for the last 2 or 3 years, I am more committed, I am more determined, and I am more aware of my actions. So let me clarify. The goal that I've set is accurate and clear. The actions or the practice that I am doing is more, or that I'm taking is flexible and feasible. The steps and actions that I'm taking is clear. The approaches and techniques that I'm learning or studying or that I'm using is pretty feasible and workable. These days, I'm aware of the approaches and techniques, what works and what doesn't work, or what things are working and what approaches are not working for me. Of course, it depends on person, it depends on our personality, on our identity, on our time, and on our abilities. The thing that I want to share is that the method that I've discovered is I gotta put everything into practice immediately. Whatever I learn, I try to put immediately into practice. Otherwise, it doesn't work and I forget easily. So when it comes to some words or some phrases, I use them in my speech, I use them in my conversation, in my talk, when I make a video or when I leave comments. So the words are active, and so what I'm doing, I'm activating my vocabulary. There are some ideas that I got from people or some perspectives that I listened, that I heard. I tried to share it with other people and discuss it. Let's say I faced some difficult words and it is hard to pronounce them. what do? I immediately try to repeat this word several times. For a few days, I use this word in my speech. I harness this word in my speech, in my conversation. Practical experiences are vivid because there is some feeling, there is some emotion, and there is this story about this word or about this idea, and it's gonna stick to my mind for a long time. In a nutshell, experience immediately what you've learned. Put everything into practice. So let me wrap it up. I love English. I love listening to everything in English. I love practicing my speaking. I love reading books or articles. I love learning words. I love using this language. Really put myself into practice. I don't feel any exhaustion even when I am practicing for many hours or when I am listening to English for a few hours or for several hours. Actually, it makes me stronger, it makes me happier because I'm practicing it and there is something in my mind that I'm learning it, that I'm making daily practice. So if you're passionate about English, if you really love to improve your English and improve your speaking, if you are interested in increasing your vocabulary or expanding it, take action and be committed. Enjoy the process and have fun. So that's it for today. Hit the button subscribe. See you in the next video.